Coffee Convo Wednesday! Woo! I don't know why I felt like doing that. This is Coffee Convo Wednesday for Wednesday, February 5th, 2020, episode 195. Can you believe it's 195? I mean, we are just a little over a month away from reaching our 200th episode, and I'm super excited. If this is your first time here for Coffee Convo Wednesday, welcome. If you are coming back, welcome back. This is a show where we're basically going to sit here and drink some coffee together, or whatever you're drinking right now, and we're going to talk about 3 different things, and then at the end I'm going to give you something for free just for hanging out and watching. So whether you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, give me a cheers right now. Let me know what you are drinking. Just comment below and let me know if you're drinking coffee, tea, smoothie, water, iced tea, lemonade. I'm trying to think of other, Diet Coke. I mean, whatever you're drinking, just drop it below right now. And I give you a big fat cheers. A little bit about me. I was born and raised in Los Angeles, California, about 30 minutes away from Disneyland. And now somehow we ended up in Orlando, Florida, about 30 minutes away from Walt Disney World. Kind of crazy. We're a family of 5. My husband Eric has an awesome promotional products company. Basically, he puts logos on stuff. You can find him at mysmartshirt.com. We have 2 daughters, 14 and 7, and then a 4-time cancer surviving Mama Jane, who lives with us as well. I started off in radio. I actually started off interning when I was going to college at the radio station Ryan Seacrest is at now, Ryan Seacrest. And then I worked in Atlanta at a radio station where Ryan Seacrest interned when he was going to college. It was like this weird back and forth state thing. So we've been doing this show now for, I guess, 195 episodes. You do the math. I think that's like 3.5 years, right? I don't know, something like that. So it's just a way in the middle of your week or whenever you're watching this to just take a break, talk about some fun stuff, and then try your hand at winning something free at the end. So that doesn't sound like a bad deal. Speaking of winning, we have to say congratulations to Brian from Nebraska, Brittany from right here in Florida, and Anne from Canada, eh? They won last week's gift card to Starbucks. All 3 of them got a Starbucks gift card. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. All right, topic number 1. I want to talk about something from my childhood. I don't know if it was in your childhood or not, but there were a couple of things we used to eat as a child in my family. This is what we just ate. And I don't know if you guys ate this too, but I need to know how you feel about Sloppy Joe. Sloppy Joe. I always think of Adam Sandler and the Sloppy Joe song. Don't know why. I was not a fan of Sloppy Joe. I feel like I am in the minority when I say that because I feel like most everyone loves Sloppy Joe. I mean, it's on a hamburger. But then we also had something, I don't know what you called it, but my mom would take like the Frito-Lay corn chips and then you put some like chili on it. It was almost like a taco salad, but not like in a taco shell. It was like the chips, the corn chips there, and then you'd put the whatever on it. And then we also had Spam. Now, out of the 3 of those, I'm just gonna be totally honest and say Spam was probably my favorite out of the 3. Then probably the taco situation with the Frito-Lay corn chips. And then, of course, I have to say Frito-Lay. I don't know if they were Frito-Lay. I think they were Frito-Lay. And then the Sloppy Joe. So here's what I determined about me. I don't like soggy bread. That's so weird. I'm so weird, right? I think that's why I don't like Sloppy Joe. Everyone I know likes Sloppy Joe, but I just don't. I don't care for it. And if you do, that's great. Like I always say, you're gonna do you, I'm gonna do me. I just don't like Sloppy Joe. I don't like the taste of it, and I certainly don't like my bun to be soggy, so I don't like the Sloppy Joe on the buns. And I think that's why I wasn't a fan of, I think it's called Frito pie. I think that's why I wasn't a fan of the Frito pie, because my mom would put the Frito chips there, and then you'd put like the taco meat or chili or whatever with the cheese and the lettuce and tomatoes, blah, 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 all of that that normal people like. But apparently I'm not normal because I didn't like that either. And my dad was obsessed with Spam. I was just talking about this with my friend Natalie the other day because she said her husband likes Spam. And I said, yeah, like I don't dislike it. I don't eat it really anymore, but we just didn't have a lot of money growing up. And my dad was a great cook, and so was my mom. I was very lucky because both of my parents cooked. Somehow that gene did not get passed on to me. Thankfully, my awesome husband likes to cook. But yeah, I don't really enjoy cooking. And there's like 5 things I can make that I'm pretty good at making. I just don't like the whole process of it. So I need to know, did you do the sloppy joe? Did you do the Frito pie? Or did you do the Spam? But tell me like the one thing from your childhood that you ate that now you're like, no, negative, N to the O, nopesville, not gonna happen. I'm not gonna eat it. So I guess it's like a 2-part thing. Like, tell me if you ate any of those 3 things, and then tell me the one thing where you were like, no, I never, ever want to eat that again. This all comes up because somehow, so my mom lives with us, I told you, and she comes over for dinner sometimes during the week, and so we got into talking about sloppy joe, and she likes sloppy joe, my husband likes sloppy joe, and I'm just like, ugh. But again, I said I'm in the minority. I don't think that, I think that most people like sloppy joe, and I just don't think, that I really do. Actually, I know that I don't really. So, all right, there you go. Segueing from crazy childhood food likes or dislikes into, I had to share something with you, and I don't know if I've talked about it on the show before or not. I have an irrational fear of alligators, and this really has just started since we moved to Florida about, goodness, I guess it's been about 2.5 years now. And yeah, it's weird. So we live by this trail that's like 22 miles. It's called the West Orange Trail. And as you know, if you have ever been to Florida, there are lakes everywhere in Florida. And suffice it to say that I have learned since I have lived here that they say, just know that in any body of water in Florida, there can be an alligator. Well, now that I know that, and I learned that because we were driving from Atlanta, which is where we moved from. We were driving from Atlanta to Florida all the time. So I sort of knew that, but I don't think I knew that. So now, every time I drive by any water here in Florida, I get jeebed out. And when I do this as if to suggest that I run, no, I walk. I walk on this trail a lot, and a lot by myself, and then a lot with my family. And every time, ask my family, every time I walk by the lake, I'm like this, looking all over, like as if a pack of alligators are going to come out and eat me. I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is. I guess that's why they call it an irrational fear. So do you have an irrational fear? And if you do, how do you get past that? Because I know in my head, again, this is why it's called irrational. I know in my head that a swarm of alligators, or like a pack, I don't know what a whole bunch of alligators are called, but I know that they're not going to come out and be like, ah! And even if it's not a pack, just one. Like I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. And it's every single body of water I walk by, drive by, run by, bike by, whatever it is, every single time I pass a body of water, I'm like, and there's probably more snakes on the trail than there are alligators, but nonetheless, I still get freaked out every single time. So let me know what that one thing is below that you are just like, it's irrational, but I'm completely freaked out about it. And then finally here on Coffee Convo Wednesday, I wanted to give you some Disney 411. If you were planning on making a trip to Walt Disney World, I know so many of you live on the other side of the coast, and you have Disneyland, which is where I grew up going to, and they're even doing like they did an 80s night recently at Disneyland. Oh my goodness, I hope they start doing that at Walt Disney World because I would be all about it. But here at Walt Disney World, we are, just for the next couple weeks, wrapping up the Epcot International Festival of the Arts, but something that is kicking off on Friday at Magic Kingdom is something we went to last year and loved it. It is Disney Villains After Hours. If you don't remember, last year I talked about this, and my husband and I went with our friends, Michelle and Scott from the Main Street Mouse. We've had them on the show here, and I contribute to that Disney fan site. Well, we dressed up as the Descendants. And I say that it was more like a Disney bound where you're not actually in a costume. It's more like your outfit is inspired by a Disney character. So we Disney bounded as the Descendants, and it was super fun. I got like stuff on Amazon, eBay, because I was not about like spending money, so I got like cheap stuff, or just took some stuff from my closet. But Disney Villains After Hours starts this Friday, goes through July 10th. It's on select nights, and it is a separate ticketed event. So basically what it is, it's like 3 hours where you have the park to yourself and the other people who have bought tickets to this event. Why this is so great is for several reasons. Because so say you're making a trip here and you're going to buy a ticket to go during the day. Sure, that's great, and you wait in line or you get your fast passes, that's all great. However, I always think it's great if you're planning a trip here, skip going during the day, keep your kids up if you have kids, and go to the after hours. Here is why. So you're gonna spend the money anyway to go to the park during the day, right? So why fight the crowds? Why not spend the money on the after hours ticket? Go at night for 3 hours, and everything that you could do in a day, most everything, not everything, but most everything that you could do in a day, you can do in 3 hours without the lines, and then you can like plow yourself with all of these ice cream treats and popcorn and the drinks. That's included with your price of admission to the after hours events. Then they have special villains themed merchandise, and then special like photo ops that you can do. And like I said, the best part is it's like really low to no crowds, like crazy. Like you're walking around going, is it closed here at Magic Kingdom? So it's happening at Magic Kingdom, like I said, starting this Friday, February 7th through July 10th. It's on select nights. It's a special nighttime event. It is a separate ticket admission, but you get to experience Magic Kingdom like for 3 extra hours after it closes, and you can get in as early as 7 o'clock. Because depending on the night, you have to go to WaltDisneyWorld.com or DisneyWorld.com. If you go to DisneyWorld.com, it gives you all of the dates from February, March, April, May, June, July, and it tells you some, are 9 to whatever, some are 10 to whatever, but it's 3 hours. But your ticket gets you in at 7 p.m. on most nights. So that's kind of cool, because then you're getting in there where, some of the crowd is in, and then they shoo, come on now, crowd, you get on out, because it's Disney Villains After Hours time. So they shoo the rest of the people out, and then you are like, what is even happening? Then it's on Pirates of the Caribbean and Space Mountain. They kind of have like a little extra villainy type of thing. I want to tell you because I want you to figure it out for yourself and go and experience it. But they do this like extra little thing. So there's just some extra fun, extra photo ops, kind of cool food, the kind of cool merchandise. So there you go. Starts this Friday. Go to DisneyWorld.com to get more details. And then the other thing I wanted to tell you about, just a reminder, if you are planning a spring break trip here, if you will, when's spring break? I think some people it's April, and some people, like we have ours in March, but I know a lot of people have it in April. Well, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway opens March 4th, 2020. So like, I don't know, what is that, a little less than a month from now? So that takes the place of the Great Movie Ride. I'm super excited about that because Minnie Mouse is my favorite character. So if you are planning a trip, spring break, just make sure it's after March 4th so that you can check out Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I'm gonna have more details on that soon, but I cannot wait for it to open. It seems like it's gonna be really cool, and anything that has to do with Minnie and of course Mickey, I am all about. So I'll keep you posted on that. But before we get out of here, I've got some goodies for you. So got this really cute, I thought because we were talking about Mickey and Minnie, I have this really cute Minnie Mouse backpack, which I obsessively love because I love all things Minnie. So there is a zipper on the outside, then you have your regular backpack zipper, but it's a good size park backpack. Actually, it's just a cute backpack, whether you are using it for work or school or a little vacation, but there you go. I'm going to give you this Minnie Mouse backpack, and then I forgot, I went to recently at Epcot, they were giving out to just annual pass holders, so you can only be an annual pass holder. They were giving out these cute coasters, Minnie Mouse coasters. So I thought I would do like a little mini prize pack. I don't know if you can see, there's like a little, there, I'm trying to tilt in the light, a little Minnie Mouse thing there, and there are, how many coasters? 1, 2, 3, 4 of the Minnie Mouse coasters that are super cute. Comes in the little nifty container, goes in the little box, and I will put that in the backpack, and you will get the backpack and the coasters. If this is your first time watching, all you have to do is comment Minnie, M-I-N-N-I-E, and the name of the state where you're watching Coffee Convo Wednesday. So you get the coasters and the backpack. Comment Minnie and the name of the state where you're watching Coffee Convo Wednesday. We will randomly pick a winner. We will announce it on next week's show. Don't forget, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, or maybe you're watching this on YouTube, that's where you get the bonus entry. So if you're watching on Facebook, head over to YouTube, click subscribe, and then comment there with Minnie and the state where you watch Coffee Convo Wednesday. If you're watching this on YouTube, head over to Facebook, which you can link at the top, and comment Minnie and the state where you're watching Coffee Convo Wednesday. So that's how you get an extra bonus entry. Pretty fun. So we'll pick one winner and we'll announce the winner on next week's show. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Have a great day. We're having like crazy weather. It's hot today in Florida, and then tomorrow it's supposed to be super windy, and then we're having a bad storm on Friday, which I know a lot of us East Coasters are getting that bad weather, so stay safe. Thank you for hanging out with me. Follow me on all of the socials. If you go to cindysimmons.com, that's where you can link over to YouTube. You can link over to the Main Street Mouse. You can get more details about the Main Street Mouse live on location. Our next show is February 23rd at the NBA Experience at Disney Springs. We're so excited. They're hosting us again. If you are going to be in the Florida area on Sunday, February 23rd, I'll drop a link here. You can go to tmsmlol.com and join us live. There's only a couple of tickets left. I want to say there's like only 10 tickets left, so you better get on that if you're going to be here that weekend. Thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting Coffee Convo Wednesday. Head over to cindysimmons.com. Good luck on winning the mini prize pack, the backpack, and the coasters. And spread joy and kindness like Nutella. Thanks, guys. Bye.